light struck from the lemon tree. What if I'd never seen hysterical light from Eugene?
It is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. It's an aged and cliched idiom that wears more than it soothes, but it remains the core dilemma at the heart of Eugene. The first line of this stripped-back poem wonders aloud whether the glimpses of a functioning and loving maternal relationship were worth the disappointments that followed. Those sultry, sun-kissed days in Eugene, enveloped in a layer of sepia paint, seem like a fantasy now, idyllic beyond comprehension, a time in which hope for a consistent mother still existed. Now she's gone forever from this world, and all he has left is nostalgia for naivety, wondering if it was ever worth it. Eugene is minimalist enough to justify the idea that lyrics should be judged beside poetry as an equal, as, with the exception of the occasional harmonisation, it's really just one man and his guitar. You could hear it from the lonely corner of a cobbled town square, and it wouldn't lose an ounce of its depth or integrity. Most songs in the album are raw, but Eugene is unique, almost puritanical in its lyricism. Contrasting to its predecessors, it rejects metaphor and imagery, biblical or otherwise, in favour of a story we can all understand. Especially stuff like that. We're more than aware that all love is temporary and those moments together are finite. Eventually, they'll be gone, and all that's left will be a memory before that fades too as we follow suit. We knew that as a kid, and upon escaping our emo phases and adolescent grandiose, we meet that feeling once again. Time's arrow stops for no one, and every day that passes marks one day less to the deadline, after which we can only make nostalgic fantasy out of mediocre memories. If only we'd stayed closer then. Or if they could have just stayed close for us. Maybe it wasn't worth it, after all.
Now I'm drunk and afraid, wishing the world would go away. What's the point of singing songs if they'll never even hear you?
Nah. It was worth it. Sadness only exists as a privation of happiness, so it's better to be sad at the absence of joy than to never have known joy to begin with. That's what the idiom means, and I believe it.